What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of J Talks Hoops, and we got to talk about Commissioner CATHY Engelbert. This lady is hilarious. In this podcast with Sonia, Citron, and Lisa Alessi on Between the Lines, Lisa Alessi asked the question about how she found out that she became an All-Star for the first time. She's a rookie. She's been playing really well for the Washington Mystics, averaging almost 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, shooting almost 47% from the field, 38% from the three, and she's been great this year. And Lisa Alessi asked her, how did you find out? What happened? We're going to play the clip of what she had to say. I'll give you more of my thoughts in just a moment.
Tell us how you found out. Who told you? Where were you?
So it's actually a funny story. So you know how usually
Shout out to Sonia for keeping it professional and not saying something else because, in my opinion, it was unprofessional. You have these players working hard for your league, and she's performing well, just going out there and hooping. You obviously announced the rookies in the draft class, and for you to send a message to the wrong player, first off, why don't you just call her? Why go on social media and send a voice memo? And then you're on the wrong profile. How does that even happen? Like, what is going on here? But shout out to Sonia for just being professional right off the bat because it could have gone in a different direction. But shout out to her.
Cathy calls you and she lets you know. That was not the case for me. Before our game against Minnesota, I forget, last week maybe, I was checking my phone maybe like an hour before the game, just quick check. I saw that Gabby Williams had followed and DM'd me, and I was like, oh, this is super random because I've never met her, never talked to her. I was like, this isn't like, she's not just doing this out of nowhere. And then I looked at her DM and it was a screenshot of a voicemail from Cathy to her. And
the commissioner of the WNBA is out here sending DMs and congratulating the players. What are we doing here? I know you want to be engaged and be hip to social media, but you're held to a different standard, in my opinion. Why not just call Sonia before the game and congratulate her and saying, this is your first All-Star appearance, welcome. But you have another player telling you, hey, you made the All-Star game, and the voice memo was sent to me instead of you. What are we doing here? This league, man, it's so funny at times because the players demand more respect. And, I get it. You want to earn more money. But when you have a commissioner who is tone deaf to the players, not really changing how the games need to be refereed, and then you have this incident, it's like, does CATHY Engelbert even care about the WNBA and its growth? Makes you wonder. But Sonia is handling it like a professional. Even though I know the other side of her is like, aren't we supposed to be players holding this league to a different standard? And you send a DM. If the commissioner of a sport is sending me a DM congratulating me, cool. But I would like you to call me. That's just more professional in my opinion. So I just don't get how you go to the wrong profile. You send a voice memo thinking it's another player and you don't recognize you're on the wrong profile. How does that even happen? Like, that doesn't register to me right now. I'm having a hard time believing she made that mistake. I don't know what was going on. Was she doing something else at the time? Not paying attention? And again, you're the commissioner. You're supposed to pay attention to what's going on in your league. And you have the information in front of you of who is selected for the All-Star. And this happens, not the best look.
In the in the DM, she was like, hey, Cathy called me thinking that this number was your number. And I hope this isn't how you found out, but congrats. And so I read, and I was like, I don't know what she's talking about. But then I read the transcripts and I was like, oh my goodness, like, is this true? Like, what's going on? But mind you, I had a game and maybe like I'm warming up, getting ready for a game. So I was like, okay, I can't worry about this. Like, let me just put my phone away, try to not think about it. But obviously that's a hard thing to just get out your mind. So it was definitely a distraction. I was trying not to.
Sonia was definitely distracted by it, as you just said, and definitely bothered her because if it didn't, she wouldn't have thought about it during the game. And I understand you're a rookie. You want to be recognized for your play out there. And for the commissioner of this league that is trying to hold the WNBA to a different standard to not congratulate you properly, that can definitely rub you the wrong way. And hopefully Engelbert has apologized to her behind the scenes. But yeah, this is just so dumb by the WNBA. And it's just another reason why I have trouble at times seeing this league ever growing. I do, but there's enough talent here. Shout out to Sonia Citron for being professional. But at the same time, you can tell it bothered her because she was thinking about it during the game. It was a distraction. You just got to do things better. When you have a certain position for your job, you're held to a different standard. It's just how it goes. And when you don't meet those standards, you get criticized. You get feedback. When you're not living up to those responsibilities, then yes, there's going to be some questions being asked.
I think about it, but then after the fact, I talked to my GM and was like, do you know what's going on? Like, is this true? And then that's when she told me, like, yes, it's true. Congrats and all that. So that's how I found out.
I wonder what else the GM said to her behind the scenes. Like, did she tell Sonia, I'm going to have a talk with this commissioner? Or did they get on a three-way together and say, hey, Kathy, do you realize you were talking to Gabby the whole time? Do you realize you made a mistake here? It makes you wonder, like, what else was said. I think, Sonia, shout out to her for being professional, and she could have gone a different direction in this interview, but she didn't. Obviously, we know it bothered her. She has a good spirit about it. I think she's fantastic. I mean, you look at the numbers, she's been a great rookie, but you got to be professional out here. You can go in someone's DM as a commissioner, that's fine, but doing that to congratulate someone for the All-Star selection just because you want to be different or be engaged with the players, come on now. What are we doing here? I just don't get it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts about the All-Star incident with Sonia Citron and Cathy Engelbert. And what do you guys think about that? Do you think it's another reason why the WNBA has problems growing because we have a commissioner that seems out of touch? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.